Hey guys, LBF back here, back again with another Vans review. And today I have a pair of Desert Chukka MTEs off the Vans Vault line. This is in collaboration with the North Face. Colorway is Hale Navy. They're a size 12 and they retail for $130. Comes in your standard blue and white Vault cardboard box here. This North Face collection dropped this past Saturday and it consisted of 6 different shoes and a jacket. There were 3 colorways of this Desert Chukka MTE LX and 3 colorways of the Skate High MTE LX. This is definitely my favorite shoe in the pack, the one that I was originally after, and it's the Hale Navy colorway of this Desert Chukka. For some reason, this was the hardest shoe for me to find. I guess a lot of shops actually passed on this colorway. For some reason, I don't really understand, but I finally got these for a great price on my size, so I'm very happy about this pickup. This is definitely one of my favorite shoes of the year. I can see it being top 3 for sure. Super wearable, super comfortable, just a really great shoe overall. But nevertheless, let's get into the review. The entire upper of this shoe is made up in this weatherized black tumbled leather. It's a very nice leather, very soft. Would not have expected any less from this collaboration. On the heel, we got a little bit of color blocking here with this Hale Navy color. And this is made up in a suede material, which I can only assume is a Scotch guarded suede. It feels like it's a little bit oiled. You got the North Face logo embossed on the heel there. And I'm not exactly sure what I call this Hale Navy because it really looks like a royal blue to me. It really pops, as you can see. Very loud blue. Looks really cool though. You got the black stitching throughout the shoe here to keep it nice and tonal. Comes with these square leather black laces there as a standard lace. You only got 2 eyelets, keeping it really nice and simple. The extra laces are these flat waxed laces here. I'm definitely going to keep the leather ones in there though. For the interior of the shoe, we got this real sheep fur lining. This is actually a real Australian sheep fur. And it's going to be dyed considering it's black, but it's an extremely nice material. It feels very soft. This is way softer than any faux fur that you would typically see on an MTE, so just something to keep in mind. It is going to be a different material. On the insole, we got that Vans Vault and North Face logo on that white heel, and I believe this is a pigskin leather down there. It is sewn in there. The rest of the insole is made up of a black color, and I believe this is the Cosmo insole, so it's going to be a little bit different than what we typically see for an MTE. This is what's going to keep your foot nice and warm and retain the heat in there. I think it's a little different because it feels a lot softer than your typical MTE sole. It's kind of like a memory foam, like an ortholite. Very cool. And by the way, the fur lining actually goes all the way down to the toe box of the shoe. It basically lines everything that's underneath this leather. It's not on the insole, it's only on the upper of the shoe, so just something to keep in mind. Sits on top of what I originally thought was an off-white midsole, but I guess it's kind of like a grayish tan color. It's really kind of hard to describe. I think that's the best I can describe it. It's a very cool color though, it's a little bit different. You got your typical toe bumper here, which we normally see with any pair of Vans, but you also have this reinforced heel bumper, which you only see on MTEs. Really nice, keep your shoe really durable. There is no foxing stripe on it, it's just kind of like a lip. You got the off the wall logo on the heel and your typical lug outsole here, which is that reversed outsole which protrudes out of the shoe for a little bit extra grip. And this one is going to be a little bit different than your typical MTE lug outsole in that it's a different rubber compound. I'm pretty sure they call it the winter grip. It's something that's specifically from the North Face, and it really reacts well with colder temperatures. So anything in a freezing temperature is actually going to keep the shoe nice and soft with a grip. It's not going to harden up on you like it typically would with any other kind of rubber. And apparently this sole really excels in ice. So definitely something you're going to want to have in those freezing temperatures in the winter. Very cool. Just a really dope shoe overall. I know a lot of people, I see a lot of love and hate on this collaboration in general. It seems like it's really directed at the skate highs though. I know a lot of people don't really like the shape of that new MTE cup outsole. It's a little bit different. And also the fit of the skate highs is a little bit tighter than your typical skate high. It's a little narrow. But let me just say that this shoe is completely different. I feel like a lot of people are actually sleeping on this model, the Desert Chukka here. But this one, it features your standard MTE outsole. It doesn't look any different. It's not super chunky or anything like that. It's your typical vulcanized MTE outsole. Also, the fit of the shoe is, it's actually a little bit bigger than your standard Chukka, I guess. So there's a lot of room in this toe box here. Not enough to where I would say you should size up, or I'm sorry, size down. But definitely stick true to size on these. You're going to want a little bit of room. Keep it nice and comfortable, especially when you're doing some hiking. So very comfortable shoe. This shoe pretty much hits everything on my checklist. It's very wearable, quality materials. It's practical, being weatherproof and everything. What else? It looks really great. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this shoe. It's a very simple shoe. Just the 2 eyelets there. Nice classic derby toe box. Just a really cool shoe overall. Yeah, I hope you guys don't sleep on the shoe, because once it's gone, it's gone. And I know this colorway in particular is really hard to find. So anyways, I'm sorry I keep rambling on about it, but I really do like this shoe. So I hope you guys like the review, and be sure to stay tuned for the on feet. Oh, by the way, as I mentioned, get true to size on these, and they retail for $130.